fly now? They fly now!
When it comes to movies, we here at Rotten Tomatoes know, as much as we love them, not everyone always sees eye to eye, especially when talking about the reception of a movie from critics and audiences. The discussion can get a little tomato. But we believe that's what makes movies so great. Their ability to inspire, disgust, bring joy, and anger, maybe all at the same time. Which is why today we wanted to look at some of these movies that are a hot pot of debate between fans and critics, being both rotten and loved by audiences.
You go anywhere in the city preying on innocent people and we will find you and eat both your arms and then both of your legs and then we will eat your face right off your head. Do you understand?
Please.
Yes. So you will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind. Do you feel me?
For this list, we're focusing on the audience score. In order to make our list, each film had to be rotten, so 60% or below from critics, with a score of 70% or higher from the audience, and had to have a difference of at least 30% between the two. So, get on your boxing gloves, because it is time for a showdown as we count down our list of fan favorite rotten movies. Number 10, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Professor Albus Dumbledore knows the powerful dark wizard Gellert Grindelwald is moving to seize control of the wizarding world. Unable to stop him alone, he entrusts magizoologist Newt Scamander to lead an intrepid team of wizards, witches, and one brave muggle baker on a dangerous mission, where they encounter old and new beasts and clash with Grindelwald's growing legion of followers. But with the stakes so high, how long can Dumbledore remain on the sidelines? Starring Eddie Redmayne, Jude Law, Mads Mikkelsen, and directed by David Yates. Audiences say it's a little long and the effects might be better than the story, but for fans of the franchise, this is a fairly fantastic sequel.
Let her go.
Excuse me. Assassin!
The Greatest Showman. Growing up in the early 1800s, P.T. Barnum displays a natural talent for publicity and promotion, selling lottery tickets by age 12. After trying his hands at various jobs, P.T. turns to show business to indulge his limitless imagination, rising from nothing to create the Barnum and Bailey Circus, featuring catchy musical numbers, exotic performers, and daring acrobatic feats. Barnum's mesmerizing spectacle soon takes the world by storm to become the greatest show on Earth. Starring Hugh Jackman, Michelle Williams, Zendaya, Zac Efron, and directed by Michael Gracie. Audiences say the story might not be anything special, but if it's a singing, dancing extravaganza that you seek, The Greatest Showman delivers.
What was that?
Hey, no one's buying hats back here. Get out front. Go. WD, Ann, I want to introduce my newest hire, Mr. Philip Carlisle.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure.
What is your act, Mr. Carlisle?
I don't have an act.
Everyone's got an act.
Number 8, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. When it's discovered that the evil Emperor Palpatine did not die at the hands of Darth Vader, the rebels must race against the clock to find out his whereabouts. Finn and Poe lead the resistance to put a stop to the First Order's plans to form a new empire, while Rey anticipates her inevitable confrontation with Kylo Ren. Warning, some flashing light scenes in this film may affect photosensitive viewers. Starring Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, and directed by J.J. Abrams. Audiences say, for Star Wars fans unhappy with the previous sequel, Rise of Skywalker concludes this phase of the franchise on a relative high note. Number 7, Ticket to Paradise. Academy Award winners George Clooney and Julia Roberts reunite on the big screen as exes who find themselves on a shared mission to stop their love-struck daughter from making the same mistake they once made. From working titles, Smokehouse Pictures, and Red Ohm Films, Ticket to Paradise is a romantic comedy about the sweet surprise of second chances. Starring George Clooney, Julia Roberts, Caitlin Dever, and directed by Ol Parker. Audiences say A-list stars, beautiful scenery, and a lighthearted rom-com story. What else could you want from Ticket to Paradise?
Excuse me, ma'am. I think your things are in my seat.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, come on.
You've got to be kidding me.
You speak English.
Oh, you're still doing the Italian tourist bit. Excuse me, ma'am. I need to sit somewhere else.
I'm sorry, it's a full flight.
We used to be married.
It's the worst 19 years of my life.
We were only married for 5.
I'm counting the recovery.
I can't sit there.
There's nothing I can do.
Well,
I'll swap with you, dear. Just remember, in case we go down.
Oh.
You owe me one.
I told you I was going to go get her.
In 4 days' time.
Our daughter's going to marry a guy she just met millions of miles from home.
Excuse me, did the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours?
Champagne.
Oh, 2, please.
Just leave the bottle. Thank you.
Number 6, Lion King 2019. Simba idolizes his father, King Mufasa, and takes to heart his own royal destiny on the plains of Africa. But not everyone in the kingdom celebrates the new cub's arrival. Scar, Mufasa's brother and former heir to the throne, has plans of his own. The battle for Pride Rock is soon ravaged with betrayal, tragedy, and drama, ultimately resulting in Simba's exile. Now, with the help from a curious pair of newfound friends, Simba must figure out how to grow up and take back what is rightfully his. Starring Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Alfre Woodard, and directed by Jon Favreau. Audiences say a Disney live-action remake that successfully updates the original. The Lion King adds gorgeous new visual effects to a story the audience knows by heart.
This gorge is where all lions come to find their roar.
All lions? Even my dad?
Even Mufasa came here when he was your age. Refused to leave until his roar could be heard above the rim.
All the way up there?
That's when you know you found it. With a little practice, you'll never be called a cub again.
Watch this.
You'll get it, Simba. Just takes time. I'll check on you later.
Dad will be so proud, won't he?
It's a gift he'll never forget.
Number 5, Black Adam. Nearly 5,000 years after he was bestowed with the almighty powers of the ancient gods and imprisoned just as quickly, Black Adam is freed from his earthly tomb, ready to unleash his unique form of justice on the modern world. Starring Dwayne Johnson, Aldous Hodge, Noah Centineo, and directed by Jean Colette Serra. Audiences say with lots of action, solid effects, and a story you don't have to be a comics fan to follow, Black Adam is one of the best DC movies to date.
Let me see your hands.
Number 4, The Gray Man. When the CIA's most skilled mercenary, whose true identity is known to none, accidentally uncovers dark agency secrets, a psychopathic former colleague puts a bounty on his head, setting off a global manhunt by international assassins. Starring Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, and directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. Audiences say, add this one to your queue with confidence. Action fans, The Gray Man has a great cast, exciting set pieces, and a solid story.
Aw, man.
Hey, Sunshine.
You must be Lloyd.
What gave it away?
The white pants, the trash stash. It leans Lloyd.
Where's the drive?
Got it here somewhere. It's just hard to see. Is that it?
Yep, tougher spray.
Nice try, Pumpkin.
What's that shoe at you?
Why? You want my foot in your
Ah! Mother. Looks like an 11.
Number 3, Uncharted. Street smart thief Nathan Drake is recruited by seasoned treasure hunter Victor Sully Sullivan to recover a fortune lost by Ferdinand Magellan 500 years ago. What starts as a heist job for the duo becomes a globe-trotting white-knuckle race to reach the prize before the ruthless Moncada, who believes he and his family are the rightful heirs. If Nate and Sully can decipher the clues and solve one of the world's oldest mysteries, they stand to find $5 billion in treasure, and perhaps even Nate's long-lost brother, but only if they can learn to work together. Starring Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, Sophia Ali, Tati Gabrielle, and directed by Ruben Fleischer. Audiences say with plenty of action and a terrific cast, Uncharted is a solid adaptation of the games and a fun throwback to classic adventure movies of the past.
Hey!
Hey! Come on!
Number 2, Aladdin 2019. Aladdin is a lovable street urchin who meets Princess Jasmine, the beautiful daughter of the Sultan of Agrabah. Aladdin stumbles upon a magic oil lamp that unleashes a powerful, wisecracking, larger-than-life genie. As Aladdin and the genie start to become friends, they must soon embark on a dangerous mission to stop the evil sorcerer Jafar from overthrowing young Jasmine's kingdom. Starring Will Smith, Mina Massoud, Naomi Scott, and directed by Guy Ritchie. Audiences say it's hard to beat the original Aladdin, but this new version's killer cast, terrific soundtrack, and impressive effects add up to a remake that's plenty entertaining in its own right.
Here's the thing about wishes. The more you have, the more you want.
That's not me.
We'll see about that.
But there is something.
Uh-oh. Seen that face before. Who is she? Who's the girl?
She's a princess.
Oh, aren't they all? Treat your woman like a queen, I always say.
No, she's an actual princess.
Well, I already told you I can't make anyone love anyone, so...
No, we had a connection.
Did they?
She is smart and kind and so beautiful, but she has to marry a... Hey, can you make me a prince?
There is a lot of gray area in make me a prince. I could just make you a prince.
Oh, no.
Right, you'd be snuggled up with that dude for the rest of your life.
Y'all see my palace?
Be specific with your words. The deal is in the detail.
Got it.
Which I don't really understand, because if she already likes you, why change?
I told you, she has to marry a prince.
I just want to go home, man.
And before we reveal number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Don't Worry, Darling. Alice and Jack are lucky to be living in the idealized community of Victory, the experimental company town housing the men who work for the top secret Victory Project and their families. The 1950s societal optimism, espoused by their CEO Frank, equal parts corporate visionary and motivational life coach, anchors every aspect of daily life in the tight-knit desert utopia. Now, while the husbands spend every day inside the Victory Project headquarters working on the development of progressive materials, their wives, including Frank's elegant partner Shelley, get to spend their time enjoying the beauty, luxury, and debauchery of their community. Life is perfect, with every resident's needs met by the company. All they ask in return is discretion and unquestioning commitment to the Victory cause. But when cracks in her idyllic life begin to appear, exposing flashes of something much more sinister lurking beneath the attractive facade, Alice can't help questioning exactly what they're doing in Victory and why. Just how much is Alice willing to lose to expose what's really going on in this paradise? Starring Florence Pugh, Harry Styles, Chris Pine, and Olivia Wilde, who also directed the film. Audiences say the ending isn't for everyone, but the cast, especially Florence Pugh, helps Don't Worry Darling make the most of a story with fairly few surprises.
Stop her, you idiots! Stop her!
Space Jam: A New Legacy. When LeBron James and his young son Dom are trapped in a digital space by a rogue AI, LeBron must get him home safe by leading Bugs, Lola Bunny, and the whole gang of notoriously undiscipled Looney Tunes to victory over the AI's digitized champions of the court, a powered-up roster of professional basketball stars as you've never seen them before. It is Tunes versus Goons in the highest stakes challenge of his life that will redefine LeBron's bond with his son and shine a light on the power of being yourself. Starring LeBron James, Don Cheadle, Cedric Joe, and directed by Malcolm D. Lee. Audiences say LeBron James probably won't win any acting awards, but this is an entertaining all-ages movie with solid animation, a positive message for kids, and fun cameos for older viewers.
Well, if it isn't the old news Looney Tunes. Looking just as washed up as ever. You know what? I think it's time for an upgrade.
An upgrade?
Oh.
What in the world?
I say, cock-a-doodle-doo, not do that.
I look expensive.
What's happening?
Oh, no.
Oh, they're alive!
Venom. Journalist Eddie Brock is trying to take down Carlton Drake, the notorious and brilliant founder of the Life Foundation. While investigating one of Drake's experiments, Eddie's body merges with the alien Venom, leaving him with superhuman strength and power. Twisted, dark, and fueled by rage, Venom tries to control the new and dangerous abilities that Eddie finds so intoxicating. Starring Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, Riz Ahmed, and directed by Ruben Fleischer. Audiences say some truly fun odd couple chemistry, plus the right blend of action and comedy, make Venom's messy plot easy to forgive.
I got it.
Bring him home.
Copy that.
This is incredible.
Oh.
You have been a serious pain in the Eddie.
Well, you know, I aim to please.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
And finally, number 1, Where the Crawdads Sing. From the best-selling novel comes a captivating mystery. Where the Crawdads Sing tells the story of Kaya, an abandoned girl who raised herself to adulthood in the dangerous marshlands of North Carolina. For years, rumors of the Marsh Girl haunted Barkley Cove, isolating the sharp and resilient Kaya from her community. Drawn to 2 young men from town, Kaya opens herself to a new and startling world, but when one of them is found dead, she's immediately cast by the community as the main suspect. As the case unfolds, the verdict as to what actually happened becomes increasingly unclear, threatening to reveal the many secrets that lay within the marsh. Starring Daisy Edgar Jones, Taylor John Smith, Harris Dickinson, and directed by Olivia Newman. Audiences say, a particular treat for viewers who love the book, Where the Crawdads Sing offers a faithfully told, well-acted story in a rich, beautifully filmed setting.
There she is. As the sheriff's department, shut down your engine. Go straight, go straight.
That about does it for us. Be sure to stay tuned to the Rotten Tomatoes channel for more of the entertainment content you love. Until next time, I'm your host, Naz Perez, and we'll see you back here for more Top 10s on the Rotten Tomatoes Countdown.